This comes from this idea that success doesn't come from aiming at success. It comes from doing what you're passionate about to the best of your ability. You know, a lot of these strategies really, they emanate from this concept that we get so focused on the results that we want, but we lose sight of what we can do to bring about those results. Let me give you the example of a swimmer. Okay, she's swimming, and she's in an open water swim, 2 miles. You know, if she keeps looking at the finish line, the coast that she's aiming for, then she's going to feel overwhelmed. She's feel like there's so far to go, and how am I going to get there, and there's so many other swimmers, and she's probably not going to compete very well. But if she instead spends about 2% of her time lifting her head out of the water to make sure she's going in the right direction, and 98% of her time swimming, focusing on her technique, the effort she puts into the way she swims, the way she moves her arms, her legs, rhythm, her breathing, the motion of her body, what she spent her whole life training how to do, and improving day by day for decades, and just focuses on that, she's going to get there before she even knows it. And I like this example of you know, beyond the goal. Like, what is it that's beyond the goal that will help you to achieve the goal? And that's something to really think about in any economy. And we see this all the time. When we focus on the goal, it's like, think about the golfer or whatever sport you're into, and just think about the one point in the swing where you connect with the ball. That's like 1/300th or less of the swing. But that ball is what we all focus on, the grants we want. Whether it's the money or it's promotion or status, resources, other resources that we want. In personal relationships, we want others to approve of us. We want others to say, great job. We want others to say, I'm so proud of you. I love you. All the things we look for to get from others. That's the ball. Well, ask any golfer. If you swing at the ball, it's not going to go where you want it to go. You have to swing through the ball. That's like the swimmer. That's the result I want, is to hit the finish line. Civil rights mantra, eyes on the prize. But what am I going to focus on? I'm going to focus on the entire swing, the entire motion as I'm swimming. And this is what we've seen happen. Take BP. The focus on, we're going to pump billions of dollars worth of oil, and that's our focus, and that's the ball, and then look what happens. Instead focus on the whole swing. How are we going to really serve our customers? How are we going to serve our customers want a clean environment? How are we going to put in place safety standards? How are we going to look at other ways to give back to the community? Well, that's the long-term strategies that successful companies have to put into place. When you take the short-term approach and just look at the results you want, then you get things like what happened in the Gulf. And that's not just BP. Almost all the oil companies drop the same practices. We turn a blind eye to it until we realize that we have to look at the whole swing, because otherwise our whole world's going in the wrong direction. Right? And I think that's something we have to pay attention to when we're thinking about strategies and how we lead our organizations.